Hi, welcome. It's time for a children's book reading, or a reading for children in this case, of a book. Normally, or originally it was a children's book, but right now I'm reading the Constitution for young people and for people who have English as a second language or whomever wants to listen. We are going over the Bill of Rights right now, and we're going to cover Amendment 9 and 10. So, anyways, welcome. My name is Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki. I am a presidential candidate from the 2024 presidential election. I'm also a presidential candidate from the 2020 presidential election. And I also ran for Congress in 22 here in West Virginia. So, welcome. As you know, I have not conceded this past election because there's a lot of fraud in the system, and I have a lawsuit pending with the Supreme Court. So I have not conceded. I am still a candidate for the presidential election from last year, and I will not concede until justice is served. So anyway, welcome, and let's go over more of our rights. These are rights of citizens and rights of the states and rights of the government in different areas. And we've gone over a lot. I think this is like part 32 or 33. I can't remember. We're so far up. But anyway, it's the end of the original Constitution concept. The thing we've been working with since not the very beginning, because we had a different one, but something that was in place for a long time that people agreed to as being the proper documents. Then we have lots of amendments that came after, and I will go through those later. The first amendments to the Constitution started in 1803. So we were 1776, 1803. The Bill of Rights came out in it doesn't give it to me here, and I don't know it off the top of my head. 1791. The first 10 amendments were ratified December 15th, 1791, and form what is known as the Bill of Rights. December 15th. 91. So, yeah, that's another thing. We got ratifications, then we have when they actually go into action, which is when the president signs them or something like that. So it's all a bit confusing when the actual official date is. But this book is written from the standpoint of Congress, I believe. And so ratification is the key, I guess, to the amendments. Truthfully. So I guess maybe I should be celebrating those days and not the day the president signs, but I'm running for president, so, or I'm a candidate for president. So for me, when the president signs it, that's the important date. But it's tricky. It's hard to know when to celebrate what, and I think I'm not the only one who has this difficulty. Anyway, so Amendment 9 is for us people. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. So what this means in modern day English is that the rights that are in the Constitution for the people and the rights that are in the Bill of Rights here are not the only rights. There are other unwritten rights that the people get to have. So the citizens, when they say the people, they mean the citizens. So this is why we need to make it consistent. Sometimes they speak about citizens, sometimes they speak about people, and there's just all sorts. Sometimes they actually say somebody has to be a male, sometimes they don't. So it's really confusing right now. What are they really trying to do? And anyway, when they say the people in this one, they mean the citizens. So the rights of the citizens cannot be blocked by anybody, whether you're a state or a federal government. And not all rights are clearly written. Some are implied. It's called implied rights. So like the right to have our vote counted. As a citizen, if we vote, we have the right to have it counted. It's not our right to just vote. It's not our right to walk in the door and place a vote. The vote needs to be counted. It's not specifically written in our document, but it's the right of the people to have their voices heard. That's what the First Amendment says. And it also says that government has to listen to that. And that if we have a problem with how our government's running, they have to listen to that too. So, and as you know, that's part of my issue with our government right now, because voices are not being heard and they're being ignored. So, then the 10th Amendment goes like this. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, that means the federal government, nor prohibited by the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Okay, so what this means is that there are jobs that are assigned to the federal government. Then there are jobs that are assigned to the state governments and local governments. And then there's also things in the document, in the Constitution and in the Bill of Rights, that say what the federal government cannot do and what the states cannot do. And so anything not delegated is reserved for the states or to the people. And since the people's rights came first also in the Bill of Rights, it's number 9, the rights of the people are actually higher than the rights of the state. And this is another issue because the states, it's actually not the states that have the issue, it's the Democrats and Republicans who are interpreting this, that they have control and they have the right to do all these things that they're doing. And basically, we got runaway two political parties who've been working together for a long time to manipulate the rest of us. And it's not good. But that's what my lawsuit's about correcting that mistake and giving the power back to the people. So, what seems to be written in concrete, is not, folks. And we can change many things, and we should not be so committed to things that are written against the rights of the people. So, that is the end of my reading for today of the Constitution. Sorry, I don't know why I'm making noises, but I am. And thanks for stopping by. If you want to find out more about me and my other readings and some of my political ideas and whatnot, start at my website. It's Susan4USA.com. That's Susan, the number 4, USA.com. And then you can get to all my social media platforms from there. I have to admit I'm having troubles because my phone was stolen. So, I don't have access to all my accounts right now, but I have enough going on. So you can find out a lot about me just by starting there and then going to different media outlets. And if you found me on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to this page, and anywhere else that you are, like and subscribe to that page too. Okay, anyway, thank you again for stopping by. I wish you a nice weekend, and until next time. Now we're done with the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. So now comes the amendments, and the first one started in 1804, 1803, 1804, like that. Amendment 11. Next time. Okay. Adios, amigos.